Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are the 7th group of class 1 CC10 and we are going to present our project about temperature conversion. First of all, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Kautsar Ramdhan and these are my friends Haikal, Ahnaf, Abqori and Vino, endang, Ramadan.
Flowchart. A flowchart is a diagram that has a flow that describes the steps or process of a program and can also solve a problem. Each step is depicted in the form of a diagram and is connected by a line or a route direction. Next, pseudocode is a term in programming to write a syntax, statement, algorithm, and order in a language that can be understood by humans. Simply put, pseudocode is a form of representation of our code letter with a human readable version, not computer readable. Function. A function is a part of a program that is made separately to carry out certain function that produce a value to be returned to the main program. And procedure. A procedure is a part of a program that is compiled separately to perform a specific task or function.
Flowchart. In this example, we will talk about the temperature conversion. What is flowchart? Flowchart is a diagram of a sequence of movement or action of people or things involved in a complex system or activity. And in this example of flowchart, we will use we'll decorate the variable numeric and Celsius and Kelvin and Fahrenheit and Reaumur and Joyce. And for the character is CO. And we move down to display. The first is display welcome to temperature conversion, and we go down again to display first Celsius to Reaumur, Celsius to Fahrenheit, Celsius to Kelvin, and so as below. And we move down to accept, and accept the end choice for what user is choose, and we go down again to decision to switch. In this flowchart, we will use a switch, and for switch we will use a repeat, and we use repeat until. And first is and you can choose where the and the user can choose what the temperature converter they want to choose. For example, if you choose the Reaumur to Kelvin, and after the accept and choice, you will go to Fahrenheit Kelvin procedure. And these are the procedure that is explain the formula. And after the formula is calculated, and you know the result is, we go down to the display, press A to do temperature conversion again, and then accept CO, and we go down again. If you want to convert the temperature again, you go back to the display, come to the temperature conversion. If you didn't want to convert temperature, the flowchart is going to end. And these are the procedure that we use.
In computer science, the pseudocode is a plain language description of the steps in algorithm or another system. Pseudocode often use structural conventions of a normal programming language, but is intended for human reading rather than machine reading. This is the pseudocode of our group. It can be seen from the first line. We use the procedures for the temperature conversion formula. There are 12 procedures that we have. After that, there are the global variable numeric Celsius and Kelvin, Fahrenheit, and Reaumur and choice. And also we have character CCO. After that, we enter main program, starting with begin, then display welcome to temperature conversion to greet the users. Below the display, there is a repeat. We use repeat until here because at the end of the program, we want the users choose to do temperature conversion again or end the program or exit. After that, there are several displays in order of buying an option for the users, like what temperature does the user want to convert. The first displays gives instruction for the user to enter a number between 1 to 12. After that, there are several options here: Celsius to Reaumur, Reaumur to Celsius, Fahrenheit to Celsius, and others. After display number 12, there is an accept and choice. The program asks the user to enter the number that has been instructed, 1 to 12. Under accept and choice, there is a switch case. Here is the expression. Here is the expression of the switch, which is and choice. And of course, there are 12 cases here. So when the user enters a number from 1 to 12, the program will run the case from the number entered by the user. For example, the user enters the number 3, then he will pass case 1, case 2, and run the case 3. Case 3 contains case 3 contains called Celsius Kelvin. We can see here what is in the procedure. Celsius Kelvin, display, enter the Celsius temperature, accept and Celsius. Kelvin equal and Celsius plus 273. And the last one is display the result from Celsius to Kelvin. And outside of the quotes, we add plus and Kelvin because the result from this formula is going inside of this and Kelvin variable. After the procedure is done, then we will exit the switch through break. After exiting the switch, the program instructs the user to press the letter W if the users want to do the temperature conversion again, and can press any letter except W to stop the program. This is the loop. If this condition is true, then the program is going to end. But if this condition false, it will return into beginning. Display begin.
dry run. And this is our main program dry run. The first choice is procedure Celsius Reaumur, and the CCO is Y, with the description is loop. The second end choice is procedure Celsius Fahrenheit, the CCO N, and the description is N program. Then the next can be the same as a number 1 and number 2. And this procedure Celsius Reaumur. The N Celsius is 20 and the output is the result from Celsius to Reaumur is 16. Procedure Celsius Fahrenheit. The N Celsius is 10 and then the output is the result from Celsius to Fahrenheit is 50. Next, procedure Celsius Kelvin. The N Celsius is 10 and the result and the output is the result from Celsius to Kelvin is 278. And the next procedure will produce the same output with their respective formulas.
And thanks for all your attention. Hope you guys can understand what we're trying to say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.